So, as we promised, we are going to talk about the trip that hopefully y'all just watched from our trip in September of 2017.
Was it September or October?
It was September.
Was it September?
It was.
Wow,
Remember, I
it's
talked
almost-
you into going in September
Because I wanted to do October, and you were like, no.
because it was silly before.
Anyways.
Anyhow.
So, our trip review for that time. Now, we were just having a little discussion because the word Leanne used was, it was what kind of trip?
I don't remember.
Frustrating.
Frustrating!
Oh my word. She said it was a very frustrating trip, and at first I was like, yeah. But I was like, wait, I don't think it was. I mean, there were some things that definitely happened that were frustrating, horribly inconvenient, and like totally new bad things that had never happened to me before. But some of those things come with the beauty of children.
Yeah. So a couple of things that we need to know about the trip. One, it was the first time that Mom and Dad and Mandy and Chris and their kids stayed on property. So I had to convince them to do this.
Yes.
So then they did it. I knew once they did it, they would fall in love with the Disney bubble.
And we did. We really did. Love the Disney bubble.
So the second thing, though, is that we also did dining.
Yes, we did
the regular dining with one table service, one quick service, and two snacks. Okay, and then
we stayed at a resort that we knew was under construction.
Very much so. We
We
knew
going into it.
Eyes wide open.
Yeah.
And it was the first time staying at the resort for anybody.
No one had stayed at Caribbean. And we stayed at Caribbean Beach.
Yeah. So we had a lot of factors.
Yeah.
We also had, it was a couple of weeks after Irma, Hurricane Irma. So we had that factor in there.
Yeah, because all the people that had their trips planned for then had rescheduled it for that week. Like,
so the week that we went was
yeah.
supposed to be not very busy. Ended up being crazy busy.
Yeah.
And weather-wise, it was extremely hot.
It was very
One day the heat index was over 100. So it just was too much.
So a reason to go to in October though.
Whatever. But October's so busy with the Mickey's.
I love it anyways.
Anyhow. So there was lots of these little factors that factored in. So, and then we had some problems.
Just a few.
So one of the problems was that we got in, and when we checked in, Mandy's room wasn't ready.
It was ready.
Everybody else is ready.
Yes.
But hers wasn't. Technically it was. Somebody just didn't put it into the boop, boop, boop. You know, hey, I cleaned the room, it's ready kind of deal.
Yeah.
So
that was a little frustrating because it ended up not being ready, and we had reservations for dinner that evening. We just drove straight through from Indiana to Florida. It's like 16, 18 hours with two kids in the car. Everyone was hot, sweaty, wanted to get cleaned up and head out to dinner with Cinderella at 1900 Park Fair, right? Yes. And so we're waiting. We ended up having to get all of our luggage into Mom and Dad's bedroom and our two kids and get everybody ready. And so that was very frustrating. And then going back and forth with the front desk, and then we had to keep calling. Like, they told us they would keep calling us, and no one ever checked in with us. We kept checking the My Disney Experience and texting. They were going to text us. Nothing. So after dinner, we finally had to be like, this is ridiculous. And then the magic bands wouldn't work.
So on top of it, their magic bands would not let them in. It was a mess. And then on top of it, once they got to their room, there was things that were broken.
Yeah.
And screws falling down. It was just ridiculous, really. And hey, our room was great.
Yeah, theirs was awesome. Mom and Dad's was great. The funny thing was, our room was the handicap room. Yeah. And it wasn't supposed to be.
And so was our room.
It was Mom and Dad's was the one that was supposed to be. So it all worked out that way. And then there was a debacle with the first night at 99 Park Fair. Even though Mom's magic band was linked to her credit card, somehow they had messed it up when we first checked in, and all of their food and tips got put on our room and our credit card. And so I was like, wait, I'm missing, I'm down, a quick service or a table service. This is crazy. And so we got that all figured out, but it was just...
But mine was still okay.
Yeah, hers is okay. But it was just like, the whole time it was almost like our reservation didn't exist, and they had us linked somehow to my mom and dad's, which, again, we were traveling with 3 separate reservations. It shouldn't have happened. Even as much so that when we got home, everyone else got those little cute letters in the mail that said, oh, thank you for your Disney vacation, Winton family, Lemon's family. Abel's got nothing.
And she's very upset about it.
I was so
and
looking forward to
it doesn't help that mine's on my refrigerator, and so
Yeah.
she sees it every time. And then Dad's is on his desk, and
Yeah.
and you know, so they see it.
So it's a little frustrating.
Now it's
yeah.
a little funny now.
But one of the things, the plus side is with our family, we usually travel. Other time that we've gone to Disney all together, we've had condos and we've not stayed on property. And so we were always, usually me and Chris would be with Mom and Dad, or we'd have a big enough house that we would all be together. That was so nice this time that we all had 3 completely separate living quarters.
But yet we were all together.
Yes,
Our rooms were all together and all on the same floor, and so it just worked out really, really good. Another great thing about us staying on property is that the transportation. So some days, Mom and Dad, they had scooters and they went on the buses every day. They were determined.
Yep.
We're bus people and that's what they were going to do. And they try to convince us every day. But with babies and car seats and strollers and all this stuff, it just is a different story. And so most of the days we drove. But driving from a condo or somewhere off property to stay from being, or just being at your resort on Disney property, big difference. And that, I think, added to where you're never going to do that. We don't want to stay off property again.
No, and we almost toyed with the idea for our upcoming trip, but we just were like, no, we can't do it. Like, I don't care if I stay in a tent and the campgrounds, I am staying on property. Like, as long as it is within my reach, I'm staying on property.
One thing we did discover, though, is that that time of the year when the park hours are shorter, the quick service meals were good, but the table service meals just were too long in that short amount of time. We love to be in the parks and do things in the parks. We go from the time they open to the time they close. And so because we had some really bad table services.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And it took our time. Just ate it up.
One
Really
reservation was 2.5 hours?
2.5 hours.
2.5 hours. Now, I know the table service is nice, you just take your time and you get to relax. Not 2.5 hours worth when you're only there till, the park closes at 8.
Yeah, 8 or 9.
That is just, no, that was not okay.
It was not worth it. So what we learned, and we'll do different next trip.
Yeah, well, we're trying this next trip.
Is that if we do the dining service, we will just do quick service. We're not going to make any reservations. And we may hate it.
Yeah.
We may hate it, and we say we missed the character dining. It was so worth it, but we're gonna try it.
We're gonna try it.
We're gonna see what happens.
One of the things and tips for you people thinking youngers, and I had he wasn't quite 1. Sammy wasn't quite 1. He was like 11 months, and Emma was 2.5. She wasn't quite 3, or she was almost 3. No, 2.5.
She was 2.5.
And they normally are not huge breakfast eaters. 2 of our meals, the table service meals, we did breakfast service, and that was like the most miserable time because I wanted them to interact with the characters. One was the Pooh one.
Yeah.
And I was so excited, and they just weren't having it. Like, they were first day in the park, they wanted to go in the park and be in the park and play in the park, and so breakfast was probably not the best meal to choose for their 1 table service that day. So I would probably never again, until they're like much, much older, do breakfast table service.
And truthfully, when I've done it with my girls before, we always do like at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. That way, and honestly, if you just do it that way, you kind of just eat such a big meal at the table service restaurants. It's like, you really don't need dinner. If you eat something small in the beginning and then you eat your snacks, it works out pretty good.
Yeah.
So, and then what else happened? Do we have any other?
One thing that I thought was really great that we did this time that I don't think I've ever done any other time was the popcorn buckets.
Yes.
Those are amazing, amazing snacks. So
I think it's going to be one of our must-dos.
It is definitely a must-do.
Yeah.
Especially if you go during like a holiday theme time. So we went during, I should have brought it in here. We went during the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Fall Time Party. And got the pumpkin one. And so I'm so excited for like fall season to happen. I'm burning a pumpkin vanilla candle right now.
If you would like one too, go up here and they'll be one.
But I'll have popcorn in it all the time. But it's like $12, it'll probably be like $1 more this year. But there's $12 popcorn bucket filled, and you can fill it as like many times as you want during your stay, and it's only like $1.25 for refills. Like super cheap. Like you can't even get a drink for that much.
That's very
And
true.
the popcorn is so magical. Even the caramel corn.
And it's a great deal that you can do. We ended up, our last trip, we went in March, and we ended up buying 2 because Gabby did not want to share hers with the rest of the family. So, and they were so cute. They were the balloon ones, and it was like,
oh yeah,
oh, I have to get them. One ended up breaking, so we ended up with just one. But you know, even when it broke in the park, they exchanged it for free right there and just made sure that we were happy with it. And then it broke. The same thing happened with the other one. But yes, it is definitely something to keep and do. And we just cleaned it out at night, took it to the parks the next day, and just filled it up all week long.
And it was really nice because even like once we got home, like we'd fill it up on the way out. We did a couple times, and then we would just snack on it like at night once, because you know by the time you got the kids home, you got them bathed and get them dressed, then they're ready to go to bed. I'm as exhausted, but I was like, oh, but I want popcorn.
Right.
So I had popcorn. It was great.
So overall, it was a really, really good trip, and I think it was first everybody's, well, all their first time staying on property. It ended up being a good teaser, good taste to say we're doing this again.
Oh yeah.
But it was very, very magical. So in the next couple of weeks, I took an impromptu trip. If you follow us on social media, you probably saw some of it.
Yeah.
But before my surgery, and once they diagnosed me with cancer, I kind of went into this little thing about, oh no, I'm going to leave my babies here on this earth. Just got a little bit scared, and my faith needed to be raised up. So we took a trip because there was a lot of stress going on. And so we had gone to a conference, and so we took some days, took a week to go down to Disney. So we ended up staying at Pop Century for the first time. OMG. It was amazing, and we loved it. The new rooms, just amazing. So we're going to show you some videos. Now, I want y'all to understand that my mindset kind of was like, I'm going to just be with my babies. But the vlogger in me said, I have to take some video. So there isn't a whole lot, but I wanted to share our trip in March with you guys, especially the new rooms at Pop.
Yes.
And some of the fun things that we did, and you know, the girls acting silly, and Nick and Tim fighting in the car. I mean, you know, just our normal trip.
So it's time to reveal the trip. In my head, I hear da da da. So
maybe I'll find a little da da da.
There you go. Reveal the trip. Anyways, so we've already told you about this before, but we are going this year in November, which is the first time for our fee. Nope, not because we went that one year when I first got married. That's a whole other story. Anyways, so but we're going with all our babies and stuff this time, and it's the first time really for the Christmas season.
Right.
And we are so stinking excited. And to boot, we're gonna be there last 3 days of the Epcot Wine and Food Festival, so I'm so gonna try to go. Like I even have an extra day ticket just to figure out how I'm going to go. But we're gonna be going there, and where are we staying?
We are staying at Pop Century.
Yay!
So we loved it so much, and honestly, we've always stayed at Moderates until this last time. And I just loved it so much, and my girls loved it, and the pool was amazing. I'm just telling you so much. We'll have to do a recap of that once that all is done.
Yeah.
But, so we're going to be staying at Pop Century those days, and it is just going to be so much fun. I think all the rest of the family are going to love it.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to see the characters, and just the theme of Pop Century is so much more fun than like Caribbean Beach was not really kid themed.
I mean, it's a very vacation-y spot.
Very vacation-y.
But I think when you got kids that are 6 and under, this is just super fun.
Yes.
I think it's going to be fun. And being there as they're changing everything over, and everything's Christmassy, and low crowds, and nice weather.
Yes.
Lord willing.
Yes.
But we're, not only is it special in that we're going at this time, but we're also taking 10 days.
Yes, we've never taken this long of a trip.
So this year at the end of August will be Tim and I's 25th anniversary.
Aww.
And so we kind of convinced everybody to say, let's just take a little extra as a celebration. And Dad's turning 65 this year, and it's just a bunch of different milestones that are going on. So we said, let's take some time.
Let's make it special.
Let's make it special.
Yeah, so we're going to be going longer than we normally do. We're so excited, which means lots of extra content for you guys.
Yeah.
And lots of, hopefully, new things. We're going to try to, find things that we've never done before.
And so just staying there is going to be great. But we're going to plan some extra things. We're going to spend a couple of days at the resorts and do some extra things there.
So we have lots of fun stuff planned.
Oh, wait!
Our trip.
But we have something exciting coming up before then.
Oh, yes, we do! So, August 25th is...
Is it the 25th or 26th?
It's the 25th. So, on August 25th is...
Indie Disney Meet!
Yay!
Okay, if you are in the Midwest, if you are in even like Ohio, Kentucky, you know...
If you're in California and you just want to take a trip,
I mean, totally.
come to Indianapolis.
You should. Come to Indianapolis, well, actually Noblesville.
Noblesville, yeah.
Our hometowns, our city. So come here and come see us.
Yes!
Oh my gosh, there'll be thousands of people there. It is
So
a massive,
and it's
amazing
so
thing.
expensive.
Oh, it's not, it's free.
It's free, guys!
It's free. So they're going to have princesses there. They're going to have different people that are in the Disney community. We're going to have podcasters.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to have, us.
Us.
I mean, there's going to be all kinds of people there.
So much fun. Silent auctions, there's giveaways.
Wait a
Tons
minute.
of
What's the
giveaways.
whole reason that it's there?
Oh, so this is all a big fundraiser for Give Kids the World. They have this wonderful place down in Florida that is just phenomenal, where they really just give kids the world. That they treat them to Disney. They have this whole village that is just so fun, and kids that are terminally ill or just going through like chemo and stuff, all kinds of situations. It's kind of like what's the other one? The Wish.
Yeah, Make-A-Wish.
Make-A-Wish, but it's more Disney themed.
So it is a great organization, and this is to raise funds for all those kids in this place. And so this is our third year of being a part of it, and we're gonna have our candles there so you can come snip them, and we're gonna have just all kinds of stuff, and we're gonna donate some things to the auctions too. So you could possibly win some candles. We're gonna donate a Banshee to be given away, and so yeah, we're
donating a Banshee.
Hey, you didn't know. So we're donating a Banshee, one of the ones that we got from our trip. It's been in the box. We're going to donate it.
Yay!
So it can be auctioned off to raise money for this great
really is great cause.
Yeah. So
so we are looking forward to August 25th. Make sure you come out to the Indie Disney Meet.
Yeah.
Check our Facebook page. We have all the information. We're going to keep, as it gets closer to time, we're going to keep throwing it out there for you guys to see it.
And our friends behind the ears podcast.
Yes, Danny and Mr. Chris. Uncle Danny and Mr. Chris. We love you guys. And Aaron, Del Prince, you're going to put us next to each other, right?
Yes, come on.
Yes. And,
we won't get too rowdy.
We probably will.
Okay, maybe.
But they have to leave eventually to do their podcast, and we'll still be there. So come see us. It'll be a blast. It's going to be so fun. Wear your ears if you come. You get like extra drawings and the prizes if you wear your ears and if you have donation. And it's so much fun. So come and check out all the information.
Stormtroopers are there.
Yes, there's and droids, not R2-D2. I forget the other one's name. It's not like the ones in the movies. It's like other ones that are in the movies.
Really?
You'll see. BB-8.
Yeah, big.
Yeah. There's like Ray people. It's so much fun.
Dole Whips.
There is free Dole Whips. Actually, Behind the Ears podcast
They are
sponsoring the free Dole Whips.
It's awesome.
Yeah. So it's gonna be so much fun. And where else can you get a free Dole Whip in Indiana?
True.
Yeah, actually, there's a place we just but not free.
It's not free.
All right, guys. So it's gonna be so exciting. Make sure you check it out. Disney Indie Meet.
Hey, if you're gonna be there, let us know.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Tell us in the comments so we can be looking for you.
We got to meet lots of you guys last time. It was really, really fun.
It was really awesome.
Yeah.
So we're super excited about it. Let us know if you're gonna be there. Hey, don't forget to share this. Like, subscribe.
Hit the bell.
Hit the bell. Make sure you find out every Wednesday we're putting this stuff out. We hope you guys enjoy it because we just love Disney. We love y'all.
Yes. So that is all for today. And until next time, have a magical day.